Our next guest, she is a successful philanthropist, best-selling author, and she is a self-made businesswoman with a capital B. Bethenny Frankel started out with her lifestyle brand called Skinny Girl, making her signature margarita. So over the past 13 years, she has expanded her brand into wine, to food, to shapewear and accessories, sunglasses, you name it, she has done it. The powerhouse, and powerhouse is a word here, is also the author of 5 New York Times best-selling books. Drop the microphone, Miss Bethenny. Her latest is called Business is Personal, the truth about what it takes to be successful while staying true to yourself. Now, we should point out that this is her first business-focused book. Bethenny Frankel joins us live in studio. Good to see you, Bethenny Frankel.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'm not starting a business, but if I was, I've already read this book, so I have some idea about what to do. But anybody out there who's thinking about starting a business, you've got some great tips. I love the title, Business is Personal, because we all know that saying, it's not personal, it's business, and that normally happens when you're getting something bad has happened.
I know what you wanted to say.
You're going to say, yeah.
Exactly right. That's morning TV. But you say business is personal. Why?
Because it's time away from your families. It's sacrifices you make. It's passion, drive, hard work, and determination. You cannot be very successful at business if you don't really put your heart and soul into it. And your heart and soul is entirely personal.
But you say you are not successful because of what you sell, but how you sell.
It's about the connection. Any brand, any person who's successful in their office, anyone rising to the top, even being good, in your school PTA. It's about you connecting with others, listening, communicating. They're buying into you. You're becoming successful. Then whatever you decide to write, sell with integrity, that will also be successful because it's a reflection of who you are as a person.
There are so many good little nuggets. I'll just rattle off two, and you can decide which you want to do. You don't make decisions based on money, but on ideas. You do female empowerment not by talking, but by showing. You said, don't talk, do.
Well, so many women say, as a woman, I'm afraid, or what opportunities have you not had, or what struggles, and I know you've faced this as a woman of color. If you just sort of think about that and you get mired in that, just like getting mired in a business plan, you'll get stuck and you'll think about what you can't do. No one ever told me to think about being a woman. I just sort of walk through and get dirty and break some eggs and make mistakes, but learn from it and become stronger and figure it out. I am not traditionally a business person. I'm just an idea person who works hard and executes. So you learn like case law by trial and error, and that's how anybody can be successful, particularly now because the snow globe has been shaken. It's non-traditional now. You can figure it out in so many different ways.
Speaking of shaking things up, SNL creator Lorne Michaels told you have to make an exit in order to make an entrance.
He did. I listen. That's a good thing. I crowdsource. I listen to things that people say, and you make your own recipe. So, yes, I was at dinner with Lorne Michaels, and he said about somebody who was on his show, you have to make an exit to make an entrance. And that was how I sort of thought of when I left reality television. I left a lot of money on the table.
Left millions on the table.
Millions on the table, and would figure out what the plan was next. I just didn't feel it was right in my gut, so I moved.
Was there any fear in leaving that money on the table, leaving that opportunity, leaving that recognition of being on a reality show?
Franchise? Yeah.
No, because you feel if you're being true to yourself and you're taking those calm times to really be honest, you know what's right, and dollar signs cannot dictate a decision.
Skinny Girl, it's been a $100 million business for you, but you've also had a couple of failures. What do you mean by protecting your realm?
The realm for any business person, entrepreneur at any level is, what am I doing? What am I representing, standing for? What's my culture? And sticking to it. And it's very difficult. You get offered different things. The shiny objects come. You want to go take the path of least resistance. You've got to stick to what it is. You can shift, but overall, if you protect the realm, you will layer it. You don't become successful overnight. It takes years and years and years, and then you just have a fully baked brand or success that's built on integrity, which is what you do when no one's looking.
But most of us, though, know you. We first got to know you from the Housewives franchise. Where does that sit with you today?
That's a good
because
question,
it certainly has to played a role in all of your success.
It's evolved, too.
Yeah.
Well, it showed me as a person
She has
who
evolved, certainly.
It showed me as a person who was afraid and certainly not successful by any standard, relationship-wise, money-wise. I just was someone trying to figure it out, being honest about it. So that whole experience represented me being honest about my flaws and where I was.
Like a mirror reflection, almost.
Right, and so that still holds true today. It's just a different package now. So you can be in any circumstance. I mean, you literally could be at any job.
Relationships, jobs. Bethenny says in her book she's aggressive and unfiltered. unfiltered, but she says she gets stuff done, and that you do. Bethenny Frankel cheering you on, continued success.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I say that you are, the way that you handled this whole experience today with me, you are a boss. You are thorough. You are organized.
That's for sure.
Can I
So
talk about your
professional.
book? Bethenny's book, Business is Personal, goes on sale